I'm Russell Anderson. I am a public artist. I live up in the hinterlands near Maleny. I believe that I've always loved art. I've always liked to draw. I've always liked to pull apart things. I've been very interested in machinery.
My name is Simone Eisler and I am a visual artist living and working on the Sunshine Coast, and I have a sculptural and installation and performative photography practice as well as a public art practice. That's all interconnected. The fact that I was outside a lot and very in nature and had to make things from nothing, that's where I think it began. Today
is the sort of getting towards the end of a collaborative public art project for Place to Play, and it's called Emergence. It's a collaboration with myself and Simone.
Well, our artwork is emerging from the ocean, but it's also about emerging technologies as well. Russell and I developed this work together. We've collaborated and it's kind of emerged and grown organically.
It really is a culmination of the two of us, because it's a direction that by ourselves neither of us would have probably taken. So it needed that toing and froing, I think, to make something that's different for the both of us.
It's about discovery, it's about something new and emerging, but it has a rawness to it as well.
I think I was 25 still. I didn't really know what I was going to do with art. You know, it wasn't, I'm going to become a public artist, it was, I need to do art, I hope I can. In the public artwork, I like to create like a little world inside of it. So a lot of the works that I do have magnifying glasses and, you know, quite strong exteriors that when you interact with them, you can peer inside and see the delicate, sort of almost like my own little gallery, I guess. My work was very much about animal-human. I was interested in outdoor kind of sites and what you bring by trying to harness something about a place and create work for that. The idea of a garden as a vehicle for transforming people and engaging them with nature. I knew I had to get projects that showed my work could be for outdoors, so people recognise my work for what it is and think of me for projects based on my work. People might think that you can just live with the utilitarian, but design is embedded in our everyday life, from the car we're driving to the phone to the design of our cookware, and its design is embedded and you may not realise it. The work is very much about technologies and emerging technologies and emerging practices for us too. I think like that's kind of evolving and changing. The fact that these are like little surprise kind of elements that you suddenly might be sitting there and doing your own thing and one's there and you're like, oh, and then you realise that it's very relevant to the place where you are, and you start to think about Caloundra and you think about the ocean that's just there and all of that. It's just a sort of reminder of your place within the world and where you might see yourself in it as well. And I think that's important, and that public art can do that, particularly if it's interactive, because you're kind of in it or with it and you just can't help it. You have to deal with it. And the fact that we kind of focused on like the linkage of our work from the ocean up to up the street, and what we used as actual infrastructure that was already there as well, is sort of, we've really built the work into the fabric, kind of urban fabric, but we've brought the natural into the urban. And that's kind of a reminder of where you are, as opposed to just being in any kind of CBD. So that's important. These little tendrils coming up to say, look, I'm here, was something that we were hoping to achieve.